What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today is the last time we're going to be using the Mega Alakazam team with Mega Alakazam, Tapu Lele, Braviary, Landorus, Ferrothorn, and Blacephalon. A really strong team in the showcasing. It's done so much work. Like, it really has done so much work. 3 game losses and like 16 wins. I mean, I think that's pretty strong. Even if we go like 0-2 in this episode, I think it's still a really strong showcase, and hopefully we don't go 0-2, of course, but who knows. We always have to prepare for the worst. As Formidable Battle Legend sounds like a good song to start off today's episode. But of course, as always, leave a comment down below asking which Mega Evolution that you want to see on this channel. I do read through the comments, and I do have a few Mega Evolutions in mind for the next video. So of course, leave those comments down below so I can read them. And yes, they will probably feature a new set of Pokemon. So yeah, otherwise it's taking quite a while to find the game. I mean, I guess for the early part of Battle Spot Ladder, it's only been what, about 2 weeks, so we're actually decently high up. I don't know where we are in terms of ladder currently, because I haven't really looked it up or anything, but we should be decently high. I think we might even be like top 10 USA. I think we would be like maybe top 50 in the world right now. I don't know, but then again, that was like, I'm basing off the rankings I saw like 2 days ago. Of course, rankings change, so who knows if that is what's happening, but I think I'm just going to cut it out here. We'll be right back for the first game of today's episode. Alright, we found someone from the United States, 1634 rating. With the team, ooh, interesting team. Kangaskhan, Tapu Koko, Araquanid, Incineroar, Bronzong, and Nihilego. So this is a very interesting team. But Cephalon can put in some work, but it really only puts in work against one Pokemon, and that would be the Bronzong. So I'm not exactly sure if that's really worth it to me. I don't know, is Lele good here? I don't think Lele's that good here. I think the Pokemon I want to bring are Braviary, Alakazam, Landorus, and Ferrothorn, and I think that is a good call. I think Ferrothorn can do really well against my opponent's team as long as I get rid of that Incineroar. So Incineroar has to come, I think, from my opponent's side. You don't have much for Ferrothorn, and I would say maybe like Kangaskhan. Bronzong lead is very likely here, and I guess I'll put the calc to the test. I do want to see if Psychic can knock out Tapu Koko, because if it can, absolutely huge turn for me. But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead Braviary plus the why can't I talk? It's Braviary plus the Alakazam, because I think it puts on a lot of pressure, except it doesn't put on pressure against the Bronzong, which is something that is a little bit concerning. But it does put on pressure against like Kangaskhan and Tapu Koko or anything else if my opponent doesn't decide to lead that. So I will go Alakazam plus Braviary here as we see the Nihilego Tapu Koko. Not what I expected. What's the smartest call? I think the smartest call is to double protect, because I do want to scout what kind of sets my opponent are. But this could be really bad depending on what my opponent decides to do. I could see Power Gem turn 1. I could see quite a few things here. I think the best place to go out into my Ferrothorn and click Psychic into Koko. Because if Psychic knocks out Koko, I'm in a good spot. Alakazam can't knock out. Or I could just protect, I guess. You know what? Protect Psychic, I think, is an okay turn 1 play, because if I am able to knock out the Koko, that's absolutely huge here. Getting rid of that Koko would be fantastic for me. And if I don't, this could be a little bit tricky, but still doable, I think, in my opinion. So we'll go Alakazam and see, is modest Mega Alakazam worth it? Because at this point, if it doesn't KO the Koko, I'm not sure. I do think this would be a Scarf Nihilego on this team, because my opponent doesn't have many speedy mons here, but we'll see here. Going to be the Scarf Sludge Bomb coming out. I shouldn't knock out Alakazam by a long shot. Nope, it doesn't. Psychic does come out into Tapu Koko. Are you kidding me? It misses the knockout by like 1 HP, and it goes for Electrium. That's not good. That is not good. That is gonna do a lot to my braviary. I was really hoping Psychic would be enough. Okay, this is why Alakazam is not used. Okay. Oh, look at that damage, but Braviary is definitely worth keeping here. You're just gonna go for what? Thunderbolt or maybe Gleam or something. I'm just gonna go Landers here and protect my Alakazam here. I do think that's the smartest call right here, as I will go Landers to absorb the electric type attack. And we'll see what my opponent decides to do. It should just be another Sludge Bomb in the Alakazam and maybe a Thunderbolt. I could see Gleam here, but I'm not sure if you really want to risk it here, as I will protect Alakazam just to stall out a turn and see what my opponent decides to opt for here. Will be the Sludge Bomb coming out, does target down the Alakazam, and a Thunderbolt? Volt Switch, okay, perfect. That works out in my favor. How useful is Alakazam in this game? Not very. I think I'm just going for Earthquake. Because I get a knockout here. Guaranteed. Do I want to... I don't want to risk my Braviary here. Actually, maybe the best play is just to go for a Rock Slide. I'll go for a Rock Slide here and just go on to Ferrothorn, I think. I think Ferrothorn's a good call right here. The reason I think Ferrothorn is a good call right here is because, one, if Nihilego switched out into like Bronzong and Coco protected, I could have been in a pretty bad position. As we're going to see Coco withdraw. Is that the Bronzong? Incineroar. So I could have gotten Earthquake off. That's still fine, I think. I think that's still fine. A Sludge Bomb's going to come out, targets on the Ferrothorn, and I get free damage off with the Rock Slide. Okay, not bad. That still does some good damage here. And now I can go for an Earthquake, and I think just Gyro Ball? Because I think Kangaskhan would come in if anything, and I do want damage on that Nihilego slot. I think you fake out the Landers and try to switch out your Nihilego here. I feel like that's the only play you really have right here. So I'm going to make this play. Because if you don't protect or switch out, like Coco's in range, Incineroar's in range, and Nihilego's in range of the Life Orb Earthquake, which is why I feel like this is a fine play. And Kangaskhan's in the back. So this game looks really good for my Landers if I can get the sweep going. And no fake out from Incineroar. So this is a Life Orb Earthquake going to Incineroar. I think I should be able to pick up the knockout. Are you kidding me? It doesn't? But it goes for U-turn. What? No. I don't think that's ever to play. I don't think that's ever to play. Okay. Nihilego gonna come in. Maybe my opponent expected to protect. No, even if I protect the Landers, that doesn't make sense. Gyro Ball is gonna come out into Kangaskhan. That should do a good amount since I'm Choice Banded. Yeah, that still does a good amount. Okay, what is going on? Just protect Gyro Ball, I guess? If you get low kick, you're gonna knock out your own Kangaskhan, which I wouldn't mind too much. So let's see what is gonna come out here. So going on the offense, no Incineroar are gonna be in play. Let's see. We'll protect my Landorus here this time, and maybe my opponent goes for the double up, fake out into Hidden Power Ice. It is gonna be a Hidden Power Ice, as we do see the low kick come out into Ferrothorn. I wasn't really gonna switch out into that anyway. And that's not gonna even pick up the knockout Ferrothorn, I think. And Kangaskhan's gonna go down to the recoil, and I knock out Nihilego, which means I think. Oh, I actually don't knock out the Kangaskhan. That's a little bit unfortunate. Gyro Ball will come out. Finish off the Nihilego. So, not a bad position still. Especially if I... That has to be Jolly King, right? There's no way Adamant Low Kick should do that little. There's no way it should do that little. We're probably gonna see... I don't know. Would you go Coco or Incineroar? I think Incineroar here. No, it's gonna be Coco. Okay. So I don't know the point of Tapu Koko coming out, but that works out in my favor, I think. Because I can go Braviary, I think. Like, just stack these Pokemon. I wonder if you have Ice Punch. That's like the one thing I'm wondering if you do have. Gyro Ball to Kangaskhan slot. So I'm gonna retreat my Landers because I think it's useful. I think Gleam plus Ice Punch is coming out here. That's what I would say. Sucker Punch into Gleam. I don't think that picks up the knock. I don't think that would have picked up the knockout onto my Ferrothorn. And it doesn't pick up the knockout Ferrothorn. So Gyro Balls actually knock out the Kangaskhan, and now I'm pretty sure Landers wins. What is this game? So it didn't look like it had Ice Punch. It probably had Fake Out, normal type attack, Sucker Punch, but the damage looked like Jolly, or am I really just slipping up? I'm pretty sure that was Jolly. And yeah, at this point I just sack both my Pokemon and get the free switch in here. So just gonna Tailwind up and Gyro Ball because Alakazam can finish off the Tapu Koko with a Psychic, and my Landers can finish off the Incineroar for U-turn, and I will outspeed. These Pokemon don't get priority other than Koko getting Quick Attack, but that won't knock out Alakazam after an Intimidate especially. So yeah, that won't be a factor. Really surprised the U-turn play. I just find really confusing because you could have just faked out, saved your Pokemon from taking too much damage, or Flare Blitz the Ferrothorn, which was already a big threat to your team. I think those were definitely better plays than going for a U-turn in the Landers, especially if I protected there, because Protect would have been pretty detrimental to you, or if Earthquake just knocked out the Incineroar. Maybe my opponent was confident in me, and my opponent was confident in living the Earthquake. I'm not sure if that's a risk you can really take. As we trace the Electric Surge, we have not really got any good trace with Mega Alakazam. I don't think we've ever got a good trace of Mega Alakazam, I don't think we ever got a good one. Or if it was like a good one, I think we got like Download in the last episode, or one of the previous episodes, but it didn't really do anything. We'll go for Psychic here and a U-turn. That will be able to finish off this game. There's no priority that can save my opponent. There's no accuracy that can affect this game unless there's a Bright Powder on the Incineroar. But Koko doesn't protect, so it goes down, and I will be able to U-turn into the Incineroar and pick up the knockout, and that'll be a good game to my opponent. So I'm really curious about the decision for U-turn when the Flare Blitz was just, I think, really optimal. I think maybe my opponent expected the Landers to switch out, but I still think you should, like, even if Landers switches out, you could capitalize on the Ferrothorn slot, I feel like. So no matter what, my team was frail anyway. Barrier was already pretty weakened, and yeah, I was just like really weakened in general. I think maybe the better play for me, though, maybe not to risk a turn one, was go out into my Landers turn one, which I think I could have definitely seen. But I was more worried about a Power Gem, because I think Power Gem would have been a 2 KO. I guess I could have went for like Power Gem into Psyshock into the Nihilego, which definitely could have been a better play, I feel like. But I mean, go on to Ferrothorn and Psyshock to Nihilego, which I think could have been the better play potentially. But yep, we're gonna win another one, so at least we're not gonna go like 0-2 or 0-3. I think it would be 0-2 because I'm not sure how long I've been looking for battles, but I'm pretty sure that that one took like what, 13 minutes, I think. So let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more potentially, depending on how quick these battles go. And yeah, let's see, can the Mega Alakazam team finish off strong? Even is okay by me at this point. I'm really happy about how this team played, even though it was like, again, as I said previously, it was like a last minute team I made from stuff out of my boxes. Like, I really didn't know what kind of team composition I wanted to use with Mega Alakazam other than Tapu Lele. So I was figuring some stuff. Like, if I had more time, I was thinking maybe of having Virizion, maybe basing it off, if you don't know, Alexander Hibiki used Mega Alakazam back in 2015, and am I getting the teams confused? I'm pretty sure he used Virizion, Landers T, but I could be mistaken. That might have been on a Swampert team, or maybe he had it on both. I'm pretty sure it was on his Alakazam team. I think it was like Virizion, Mega Alakazam, Virizion, Mega Alakazam, Landers Fairy, and Volcarona stuff. Or maybe that's just Swampert team. I can't really remember. Maybe it was on both. Who knows? But anyway, we're going to be right back with the second game because it's taking quite a while to find it. So we'll be right back with the second game of today's episode. Alright, we finally found someone Platt from Japan. Let me talk about this. I spent like 20 minutes looking for that game. My time is messed up, so this is probably going to be the last battle. I mean, it should be a decently long one. This is going to be a hard one for sure. We got the Tapu Lele, Zapdos, Kartana, Landis Varian, Blaziken, and Gastrodon. So this doesn't look too bad. I do like Alakazam Braviary a lot because Tailwind pressure does seem pretty nice against my opponent's team. Is Blacephalon really worth? I think Blacephalon could be worth. Not sure how much Lele is good, but I think Lele could do some work here too. Don't really like Fairphone that much. I do prefer... I don't know if it's Scarf Lele though. If it's Scarf Lele, I kind of want to bring my own Lele, which I think is better. I do like my own Landers though. And Blacephalon, or my Lele. Because I think Lele is probably better in the long run. I just like having another answer to the opposing Lele. You know what? Gonna go Blacephalon here. I definitely don't expect my opponent's Lele to lead here. The reason I don't expect my opponent's Lele to lead here is because of the fact that it doesn't do too much damage. So let's see how this is gonna go out. I do think I could get a pretty free Tailwind off. I don't know where the Z move is. Could be, I think it would be between the Zapdos, the Landorus, maybe Kartana. It might be Z Tailwind Kartana. I'm gonna go Alakazam Braviary here against the Zapdos Landorus. Alright, so I get my Defiant boost right away, which is pretty nice. I'm thinking maybe just... I don't know how fast the Landorus is. I don't know how fast the Landorus is. That is a problem. I mean, I think Psychic and a Z move should knock out these Zapdos. I think. +1 Z move, and I think getting rid of my opponent's option to Tailwind here is really solid. So you know what, I'll double the Zapdos this turn, because I really do feel like doubling the Zapdos is my best play. I was thinking maybe going for sub here, that's the main reason. I was thinking maybe going for sub Z move here, but I don't think that's really great. I trace pressure, which I would have preferred Intimidate. Never a good trace with Alakazam. A Psychic will come out into the Zapdos. If we can deny Tailwind, that'd be great. Oh, that's offensive Zapdos. Earthquake gonna come out. Can Alakazam survive this? I think it can, unless it's like Choice Band or a Life Orb. Yeah, it does. We're faster. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, Braviary will be faster than the Zapdos. Pick up the knockout. Okay, so that's how you did a lot. That has to be a decently bulky Zapdos, I feel like, if it's slow. So I'm going to be able to knock out the Zapdos right here. Huge turn. I might not have needed the Z move, but I didn't know what kind of defense investment the Zapdos had. And if I had a Citrus Berry, I didn't want to risk it. So get rid of the Zapdos right there, which is pretty good. We get to find out what my opponent's next Pokemon is. If it's still Lele, I do want to go for the Psyshock into the... Ooh, Kartana comes out. Interesting. I wonder if it's Scarf. Landers might be a good switch here. And a Brave Bird? There are a few plays. I don't know what item these Pokemon have, which is the main problem. I'm worried about Sacred Sword and Rock Slide. Would it knock out Braviary? I don't think it would, but I think it's better not to risk it here. And I'll go for the Brave Bird into... The Brave Bird, or do I want to match Tailwinds? It might be better to get rid of Kartana. Actually, I think it is better to get rid of Kartana. Because I think this might be Z Tailwind Kartana. And Kartana is a bit of a threat to me. And if I can get rid of the Kartana, I think it's Blazing in the back. I think if I get some Intimidates with Landorus, I can just win the game. So let's see what's going to come out from my opponent. I think maybe Sacred Sword or maybe Tailwind. It's going to be the Smart Strike actually coming out into the Braviary. So I could have Tailwind it right there, which could have got me some momentum. There is the Rock Slide coming out. I wonder if that's Scarf Kartana. We haven't confirmed the item. Crit on Landorus. Nice. The main part is that we don't flinch with our Braviary. So it's Focus Sash Kartana. Okay, we do confirm that. You confirm that. That's fine though. I'll definitely sack my Braviary. Do I want to sack my Braviary? I mean, you're probably just gonna Leaf Blade, Landorus, and Rock Slide, I think. Yeah, I think you would do that. I'm gonna try to get Tailwind up. If you have, I don't think you have Tailwind on Kartana. If you had Smart Strike, you actually protect Kartana, which is an interesting play. But maybe you're just trying to get the knockout and damage onto my Landorus. So I would have actually preferred getting free switch in there for myself. But that's not too bad of a turn, I guess. Okay. There it goes down. Now it's a question of what do I want to do with the back. I could go Alakazam here, which outspeeds Kartana, can fire off a Psychic. Not sure if that's my best play possible. I kind of want to just go out on a Blacephalon right here. Yeah, I'll go on a Blacephalon here. I'm more comfortable with Blacephalon here, and I think I'll go for a Rock Slide and a Heat Wave, which would do a decent amount. Leaf Blade won't knock out my Landorus at -1. Double up Blacephalon will probably knock me out. Not sure if a Rock Slide in a Leaf Blade would knock me out, but that definitely could be an option. I'm just gonna go for this play. Because if you double up the Landorus, I feel like I'm in a good spot either way. I am faster than a Kartana. That is Adamant Kartana. So I'm able to knock out the Kartana without losing either big damage on my Landorus or my Sash on Blacephalon, which is absolutely huge. Able to get the Beast Boost, which is special attack. My opponent's Jolly Max Speed Landorus as well, it looks like. And I don't flinch here, which is great, because I get the damage into the Landorus that I need. Oh, that's beautiful damage. That's absolutely beautiful damage. Here comes the Blaziken. Yep. Blaziken has to protect, I feel like, this turn. I feel like you have to protect with Blaziken. Landorus is probably Assault Vest. It took the damage too well. I think the best play actually for me is to U-turn my Blacephalon and go for a Shadow Ball. Yes, I think this is my best play. Because I'll knock out the Landorus, then I can U-turn out into my Alakazam, trace the speed boost on the Blaziken, which means I should be able to win the game with Alakazam. Are we finally going to get a useful trace? Well, we're forced to, but in this situation, we're finally going to get a good trace, I think. No protect from the Blaziken. Even if you knock out Blacephalon... No, I need the U-turn, I think. I think I need the U-turn. Actually, do I? I don't think I do. This is tough. It depends on the Blaziken's moveset. I'm faster than the Blaziken, which actually does make sense. That does make sense. Oh no, did I throw this away by not going for Shadow Ball on the Blaziken? I think I might have. Alakazam. I do trace the speed boost here, which I don't even know if it activates this turn. It's a Rock Slide. Blacephalon does. Oh man, oh, this is so close for comfort. Okay. Oh, if I just went for Shadow Ball Earthquake, I would have won this game. Because I thought my opponent could have won by going for a Protect and just Rock Slide flinching. I mean, Rock Slide attacking, because my team is already so low at that point, which is why I made the decision to make the plays that I did. Oh, you have to go for Rock Slide here, I feel. You might also Protect here, which is fine. I think Protect Earthquake is my best play. Landorus should live one Rock Slide, I think. And not Stab. So let's see here. Gonna be a Rock Slide. Does Landorus flinch? This is where the crit might have mattered earlier in the game. Landorus survives. Gets the Earthquake off. And that is going to be good game. Oh man, let me talk about that game. Let me talk about that game because that game was tense. So I did get lucky. I did get lucky with the Rock Slide dodge. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with that Rock Slide dodge. The U-turn, I thought my opponent might have just protected because my Pokemon were basically going to be in range of Rock Slide anyway at that point. And I really want to get Alakazam in for that speed boost because it was something that I thought of. Because if I Shadow Ball your Blacephalon, I mean Shadow Ball your Blaziken, I was at what? Was I +1? Yeah, I was +1. Maybe Shadow Ball doesn't KO. Maybe. Our Landorus is speed tie, so I didn't want to go for the speed tie. I wanted to go for the Shadow Ball there just to guarantee that I don't miss. Then I want to U-turn so I could get the speed boost. But I gave my opponent a shot instead because I forgot Rock Slide was a move that could just happen on the first turn instead of the second turn, instead of getting the speed boost. So, let me try to think. Was there a better out to that? Because if I go... Let's say I went for a Shadow Ball Earthquake, I won the game, but... I don't know, that's kind of a dumb move, I feel like, in my opinion. One, the Blaziken would have been intimidated, which means it's not a smart move. Should I risk the speed tie? I could have went for a Life Orb Rock Slide and a Shadow Ball into the Blaziken, which might have been the better play because that would have been able to knock out the Blaziken plus Landis. But I have to hit both Rock Slides. I have to win the speed tie, or I have to. If I lose the speed tie, I can't get flinched, or I can't miss a Rock Slide on either targets, or at least not the Blaziken target. So, I think maybe my better play was just to go for the speed tie right there, go for the Rock Slide and Shadow Ball into Blaziken. But that again, that's a little bit hindsight because I was thinking that the Blaziken was really going to protect there. So I don't know how long this video has been. It might be a shorter episode. It might have been like a decently sized episode or decent length. 20-25 minutes. I think it's like it might be 20 because I don't know how fast that game went, but I'm hoping it's 25. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. I don't have, it's kind of late at night. I don't really have much time to record right now, so I can't really spend another 30 minutes looking for a battle and like another 10-15 minutes for one. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. Regardless, if you did like it, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as the team, the social medias down below. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment as I do read them. Otherwise, have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.